Today we're gonna install the Tesla Model Y front bumper lip from EVBASE. This one is in glossy black, but EVBASE also offers it in matte black, matte carbon fiber texture, and glossy carbon fiber texture. So you've got options depending on your style. The front splitter is not just for looks, it actually enhances the aerodynamics of your Tesla. It increases front downforce and improves traction, which means better stability when you're cruising at higher speeds. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get my husband to install it.
All right, so we've got all the pieces out of the box. It's 3 pieces for the splitter. So this is the center part here. This is the passenger front side, which is going to get attached in this fashion. And then the right side, which, put that down for a moment, will get attached something like this. And then all together will become one piece. So let's put it together. Before doing so it does come with the hardware. So if you can get closer, so these should be 6 pieces that these were used to attach the 3 pieces of the spoiler together. And then this other locking tabs will be used, and again we'll show you in a while what that looks like up in the front. But let's get it put together first, okay? All right, so again, this is the front. So when in the vehicle, it's gonna look something like this, but we gotta put it together first. So you wanna line up these 2 sections with these 2, somehow like this. And then you're going to feed the screws into here. That would probably be the best tip, to feed the screws in first into the hole, like, okay, so I'm getting this started. Let's get another one here and get that one started, because it doesn't drop through. It's actually the thread of the screw is going into both, it's threading into both pieces. It just doesn't slip through the hole to come out the other side. It's threading through both pieces. So let's see, I'm gonna tighten it up a little more. Oops, hold on to your tools. And so you can't see it very well, but it is starting to come out from the opposite end. And then this is where you want to line it up. Okay. Feels like I got it in there. Nope. Okay. It's a little hard to do.
Do you need me to hold it?
No. Okay, so I struggled a little bit. Don't think we captured it all on film, but yeah, again, just kind of hold it in the same area. So the 2 pieces, this outside one kind of fits inside there's like a cone. Let me see if I could show you on this one. See how it got these like cone type pillars? I'm probably using the wrong word, but they kind of match up. And this one goes into this one, so this one's actually bigger, the other one's smaller, goes in, male-female connection. And just again, get it calibrated right, and then thread it in, and it's pretty much in. So now I'm gonna add the third screw on this side, which goes here. So it's gonna go into this hole on, this is the outside piece, and it's gonna thread into that area, that hole of the inside piece, outside, inside. And screw comes from the bottom. This ends up being the bottom part of the spoiler, so we feed it in through here, and then again kind of line it up as good as we can with the bottom. Oh, actually, if you, it kind of slips into a section. I had it, where'd it go? Okay, there. It might be hard to see in the camera, but on my side, from my angle, I'm looking at it straight down. The holes are lined up, and then that's where you feed this in. Put a little pressure just to hold it in there. Start to thread it in. Before I go any further, I want to make sure I've got them lined up. I think I do. Keep going. Don't go too hard. That's just, there we go. She's together. So 2 pieces together. Now I'll just flip it around and do the other side. All right, so once again, you're gonna wanna line up. And again, this outer piece, these cones are a little thinner, and these are a little thicker. And that's where they make the, a little hard to see, but it's gonna make a male-female connection. I got one of them in, and the other. Not in. There we go. So there, those 2 cones are connected. So now it's just a matter of feeding the screws in. Gotta drop it in first. All right, it's in there, starting to move. I don't want to go all the way yet. Get the second one in there. Line them up. All right, got those 2 bolted in, and now I'm doing this third one over here. And maybe it might be easier now with the camera, but right about there, the 2 pieces are lined up, the top hole, the bottom hole, and then you would feed in the screw. It moved a little bit there, but right there, that's why it's holding in place, is it's actually in where it's supposed to go. And then just tighten it up. All right, so the kit comes with these alcohol wipes, or adhesion promoter wipes. Gives you 3 of them that came in our kit. It's basically going to be alcohol wipes. We just got the car washed, so it's going to be pretty as clean as it possibly can be. We literally just came from there, but I'm still going to use them anyways. Again, if anything that's going to help for it to stick better and longer on the car is going to help out, so I'm going to do that right now. And just kind of go along the area. So as you can see, this is going to be roughly in this area. So going to wipe it down here, then towards the bottom, kind of in this area is where the adhesive is going to go, the sticky tape. So I'm just going to go along that path all the way down to the other side. And again, once I get to the other side as well, kind of go up in this area to kind of match this space here. Okay, so the kit also comes with these clips. So the vehicle is, and I'll show you in a minute, has some of these already that hold the bottom cover plastic that clips on. You can probably see it. I don't know if you can get down here just really quick. There's one right here I'm pointing at it. Not sure if you can see it, but it has one of these in there and it pushes up to lock. So it has one very similar in there. The original, once you get this in, it's gonna add some thickness to it. So I believe these are gonna be a little bit longer than the original. And to help with that space and keep it nice and tight. So I'm gonna take off the original ones first and then mock up the spoiler to there and try to get it positioned correctly. And then we finish it off by adding the new clips to hold it in. Before I do that, just wanna kind of fit it in just to see what it was gonna look like that. So just want to take a quick look at it. It's gonna look pretty good. Space there. All right, so what I'm doing right now is just looking at how it's gonna line up. So it's got this little, I'm gonna call it a shark fin type shape here. And I'm just lining it up with this line here on the grill. And just, you can use that as your guide to center it. And then once I start to remove the cover for the adhesive tape, we'll slowly start removing, pressure, remove, pressure until it gets to the end. So you kind of want to start, or the way I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the middle, kind of get this section adhered, and then push outward and get it fitted in that direction. Okay. So there's no real. Okay, so you just go squeeze in and then you go. All right, so I've already got one of the original Tesla clips out. And again, it's very easy. So it's in the closed position like this, and we'll show you in a bit, but it's in a closed position like this. It's got like a groove. I don't know how the camera's gonna pick it up. So in this groove, you would get the tool. You need one of these tools here, a molding removal tool. So you're gonna go into this groove and you're gonna pop it out a little bit, flip it around, get it out fully. That's pretty much fully out. And then you switch back to this end and you're gonna go under this side and then pop it out from the base inside. So one more time, go in the groove, pop out the inner side a little bit, fully pop out, and then you're gonna go under and pop out the whole thing. All right, so we're gonna take this one out here. We still got one more over here, but just for the camera can see. So the groove is kind of pointing in this direction. So I'm gonna go here into the groove, wiggle it out a little bit, it's a little out. Now go on this end, feed it through there. That inner part is fully out. Then go flip it around and go underneath the bigger round base, and just little by little, boom, see, real easy, pops out. Now, so we got them out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the rest before doing the install of the EVBASE piece. Okay, so what I'm gonna do before starting the actual install is I'm gonna remove, or start to remove, the cover to the adhesive. So about there, maybe about 3 inches, so that once I have it mounted and I start to apply the pressure on it here, it will be starting to get stuck already from this area, and then again, like I mentioned earlier, slowly start pushing out, and then I'll have already the starting section out, and then I can just have it mounted. This string will be sticking out, and then I can slowly peel it out, push, pressure stick, pull out, pressure stick, all the way through. So yeah, just getting it started here. All right, starting to get her mounted. As I mentioned, started to remove the adhesive strip. And trying to get it centered here. And that's pretty much it. Okay. And all right, trying to put some pressure here in the middle. See, it's not hard. Don't crazy yank or you'll risk ripping it and then you won't be able to reach it. There she goes. Now remember, that adhesive runs along this edge here where my finger is running. So you want to kind of in, and then the tips of your fingers is where you're going to pressure down so that that tape starts to adhere. So as I mentioned a moment ago, you pressure in and then down where your fingertips are. That's where the adhesive is. So I already did this side here. This is the driver's side. So now I'm going to show you how to do it on the passenger side. So again, you keep pulling it. So pretty much through here, it's been pressured in. But you can still pressure in a little more. So you can remove the tape. No pressure yet. Remove the tape. So you're doing it in that motion, as you can see. It's a little tight there, same thing over there. But once you come around, there we go. That's the kind of the hard part. Easy part, easy part. Just keep kind of going, and then there she goes. And now you're gonna pressure in first, and then fingertip, fingertip, all along. That's pretty much the edge there. So, and pretty much once you pressure it the first time, it's stuck on there. You're just holding it a little longer to make sure it's got a good stick, but it's pretty much set in the location. And you just give it one last pressure, and your center section's adhere. And then from the bottom, there's no adhesion here. This is where you're gonna put the, if I can find it, these clips in, but not yet. I'm gonna adhere the sides first. Actually, yeah, I'll adhere the sides first. And start with this side over here. All right, so getting ready to adhere the final section here, starting on the passenger side. So what you got to do is, as you can tell, it's just sitting there. So the center is holding it up at this point, and this is kind of just hanging here. As you can see, they're not lined up. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of put pressure here, start squeezing it in first, but you need it to ultimately line up here. So once you pressure this in here, it actually moves it out, and it's going to be able to line up a little better. As you can see, look, it's not lined up, and then when I pressure it in, it lines up better. And then that's when you push it against the car for adhesion, when these two edges, the edge of the molding of the car with the edge of the spoiler, should have filmed it. Somebody's having fun with their car. So yeah, again, so once it gets lined up with a little bit of pressure, I'm going to be on this side pushing this way. You get it lined up, and then that's when you stick it. So with my right hand, I'm slowly pushing it inward, which pushes it out, and we'll get her lined up as best as we can. There we go. Pressure, pressure, lined up, and okay. So I got her from here. So with that little pressure, she's already stuck here. Now I'm using this hand to continue the pressure and slowly start removing, and she's adhered here. And then this one is this one here. So got her pressured there. And slowly but surely stick it here, and then there's a strip here. Again, don't go crazy pulling it. Ease it piece by piece. I think I'm gonna lose it here. All right, same concept here on the driver's side. I'll be putting a little pressure here. That's gonna help me to line it up here, which it's kind of lined up there. And then start to remove the tape, stick it on there. Okay, so let's go. Right about there. So remember, there's adhesive here, here, and then there's a line about here. Make sure it gets stuck, and then this one just goes all along the edge, and then this one goes along here. This one you need to kind of press down.
So it took about half an hour to get everything on, and look at the result. If you want to grab one for yourself, don't forget to use my code SUGAR to get 20% off the entire EVBASE website. So coming up in the next video, we're gonna install another EVBASE accessory. It's gonna be the carbon fiber spoiler. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.